What would you do if the person you trusted most asked you to disappear for one night? And that's exactly when everything fell apart. The glow from my phone lit up the dashboard as I sat in the parking lot on West Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles. Engine off, heart pounding so loud it felt like it might crack my ribs. It was 2:17 a.m. My wife had told me, insisted, actually, that I take a night shift that didn't even exist. And I believed her. Until I saw her car parked outside a boutique hotel I'd never even heard her mention before. The neon sign flickered above the entrance. The valet laughed with someone, and then the glass doors slid open, and she walked out holding another man's hand. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. I just watched. Her head leaned against his shoulder like it had done against mine 1,000 times before. She laughed, a soft, familiar laugh I hadn't heard in months. He said something I couldn't hear, but she hit his chest playfully, the way she used to do with me back when we still felt like a team. That moment didn't shatter me. It hollowed me out. I sat there long after they disappeared into the parking garage beneath the hotel. Long after the valet went inside. Long after the street fell silent. I drove home at 3:08 a.m. The house felt different when I walked in, like it knew something I didn't. The kitchen light was still on. She always left it on when she expected me to come back late. That detail hit harder than anything else. She planned this. She wanted me gone. The humiliation didn't come all at once. It crept in slowly over the next few days, like a cold settling into my bones. At work, I found myself replaying that image, her hand in his, over and over. I stopped finishing conversations. I stopped eating lunch. And when she came home that morning, around 5 a.m., she slipped into bed beside me like nothing had happened. "You're back early," she whispered. "I swapped shifts," I said, keeping my voice steady. She kissed my shoulder. "Good. I missed you." I almost laughed. The strange behavior started making sense after that night. The late yoga classes. The sudden obsession with her appearance. The way she guarded her phone like it contained nuclear codes. But I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I started watching. I noticed the way she angled her screen away when texting. The way she stepped outside to take calls. The new perfume. Expensive, unfamiliar. Receipts began showing up in places she'd never been before. A dinner in Santa Monica she claimed was a work meeting. A spa appointment in Beverly Hills on a day she told me she was too busy to breathe. And then there was the number, saved under a woman's name. But the voice on the voicemail was a man's. "Hey, it's Mark. Call me when you're free." Mark. I didn't call him. Not yet. Instead, I let it build. The distance between us grew, but she didn't seem to care. If anything, she leaned into it. Her tone became sharper, colder. "You're always so tired lately," she said one evening, scrolling through her phone. "It's like you're not even here." I stared at her. "I am here. Physically, maybe." That was the moment I realized something important. She didn't just think she was getting away with it. She thought she deserved it. Mark turned out to be exactly who I expected, a smug real estate broker with an office on Wilshire Boulevard. Married, of course. Of course he was. I started documenting everything. Screenshots of messages. Photos of receipts. GPS logs from her car. I even recorded a conversation where she told him she couldn't wait to leave me. That one hurt. Not because I believed her, but because she said it so easily. I broke down once. Just once. It was in the garage. I sat in the driver's seat, hands gripping the wheel, and let it all hit me at once. The betrayal, the humiliation, the years wasted. Then I wiped my face, and I got to work. I hired a lawyer. Quietly. Filed everything under a separate account she didn't know existed. I moved money. Secured assets. Made sure every step I took was clean, legal, irreversible. Then I reached out to Mark's wife. We met at a diner on Melrose Avenue. She didn't cry. She didn't scream. She just listened. "I had a feeling," she said finally. "But I needed proof." I slid the folder across the table. "Now you have it." The trap came together slowly. A joint dinner. Neutral ground. A restaurant in downtown Los Angeles. Somewhere public, but intimate enough that no one could escape. They both agreed to it. Smiling. Acting like everything was normal. The night of the dinner, I wore the suit she bought me for our anniversary. She complimented me. "You look good tonight." "So do you," I said. Mark and his wife arrived 5 minutes late. The tension at the table was subtle at first, Polite smiles. Small talk. Wine poured and glasses clinked. Then I placed the envelope on the table. What's that? My wife asked. Truth, I said. Mark's smile faltered. His wife opened it. The silence that followed was deafening. Photos. Messages. Hotel receipts. Her hand trembled as she flipped through them. You told me you were working late, she whispered to him. He didn't answer. My wife looked at me, her expression shifting from confusion to panic. What is this? She demanded. I leaned back in my chair. It's over. Everything unraveled after that. Mark's wife filed for divorce within the week. His firm caught wind of the scandal. Clients don't like brokers who can't keep their personal lives clean. My wife tried to salvage things. Begged. Cried. Promised it was a mistake. But the evidence was undeniable. And the legal groundwork I'd laid made sure she walked away with almost nothing. The house. Mine. The savings? Protected. Her reputation? Gone. Friends stopped calling her. Her family distanced themselves. Even the yoga studio she loved so much asked her not to come back after the story spread. Mark disappeared completely. Coward. The last time I saw her was in the courthouse on Hill Street. She looked smaller somehow. Fragile. I didn't think you had it in you, she said quietly. I met her eyes. Neither did I. The judge finalized everything in under 20 minutes. No drama. No shouting. Just paperwork. I moved out of Los Angeles a month later. New city. New life. But sometimes, late at night, I still think about that moment in the parking lot. The flickering neon. The way she laughed. And how easy it was for her to forget me. Because in the end, she didn't lose me that night. She just didn't realize she'd already lost everything. The end.